What? Who are you?
Okay, now I'm sure I've gone back 3 years. That's Haruhi Suzumiya, the 7th grade version.
Are you gonna tell me who you are or what? Pervert? Kidnapper?
What do you think you're doing over there?
Isn't it obvious? Breaking and entering.
She's committing a crime and announcing it. How am I supposed to react?
I don't know who you are, and I really don't care. Just give me a hand. Because if you don't, I'll call the cops.
Yep, that's Haruhi. No mistake.
This way.
Good thing it's dark out. She won't be able to get a good look at me or Miss Asahina. Since this Haruhi from 3 years ago doesn't remember us, I sort of feel I need to keep it that way.
I got this from the storage room after school and hid it. Pretty smart, huh?
I can handle that thing. You go grab the line marker.
Huh?
Well, what you gonna do with this thing?
You're gonna draw lines where I tell you.
Who, me?
Yeah, that's right, you. I am the supervisor of this project. Hey, that line's all crooked! What are you doing?
Ordering around a high schooler she just met without any hesitation is so very Haruhi. Now, if I'd met this girl back when I was going to junior high, I guarantee I would have thought she was 100% nuts. No joke. So I ran around and drew white lines on the ground wherever Haruhi told me to draw them. I remember Taniguchi telling me about a mysterious message. Never dreamed I'd be the one who drew it.
Yeah, I guess it'll do.
Whatever.
So do you think aliens are real or not?
That's sort of random.
Just answer the question.
I guess they are.
And time travelers?
I wouldn't doubt those either.
How about espers?
I'm sure they're lurking around every corner.
What about sliders?
I haven't met any of those guys yet.
Is that a North High uniform?
Uh-huh.
What's your name, anyway?
It's John Smith.
You're such a dork.
Let's just say I want to remain anonymous.
Who's the girl you were carrying?
She's my big sister, and she has these sudden fits of narcolepsy. She just falls asleep wherever, so I have to carry her sometimes. Anyway, what's that thing supposed to be?
What do you think it looks like? It's a message.
A message for Orihime or Hikoboshi, right?
Okay, how'd you know that?
Well, it is Tanabata. And I remembered someone I know doing something similar once.
Oh, yeah? I'd love to meet someone like that. Does that person go to North High, too?
Sort of.
North High. I'm done. I'm going home now. See ya.
She didn't even thank me for helping her. Typical. Miss Asahina?
His class. Where am I? What happened? And when is it right now?
Well,
I don't have my TPDD anymore.
Huh?
I don't have it.
What's wrong? What's a TPDD anyway?
It's classified, but it's sort of like a time machine.
Where do you think it could have gone?
I don't know. I should have it, but I lost it.
Is there anybody who could come pick us up?
There isn't.
Okay, so what's gonna happen to us then?
We're stuck. We're stuck in this time plane 3 years in the past with no way of getting home, and we can't get back to our time.
That sounds pretty serious.
Super serious.
For some reason, I wasn't too concerned about our situation. That TPDD thing was probably taken by the adult Miss Asahina. In fact, that's probably why she was here. To make sure this version of her actually lost the TPDD thingamajig... Everything's gonna be okay. Does a Miss Yuki Nagato live here? I'm not really sure how to say what I'm about to say, but... What if I told you that I'm an acquaintance of Haruhi Suzumiya? Howdy. Is it okay if we come in? That's pretty much it. Now you know who we are and why we're here. Oh, and the you from 3 years in the future gave me this.
Understood.
As far as everything goes, this is the first time you've met the two of us, right?
Yes. I have accessed the memory of the unit in the other time plane, and I have downloaded the data from the opposite side of the linked time boundary. The unit that exists 3 years from now and I are the same being. As such, we have access to each other's memories. Our memories are shared.
Really? How?
We synced.
Wait, I don't understand. Why are you wearing a North High uniform? Have you enrolled already?
Not yet. I am currently in standby mode.
What? So you're gonna be in standby mode for 3 years?
Yes,
That's a really long time to be in standby mode.
it is my role. There is more than one way to travel through time. The TPDD is not the only device that can do it. It is imperfect.
But, how is it imperfect?
When an organic life form uses the TPDD, the movement created by the event causes noise. We believe it is imperfect and primitive.
By we, you mean that thought entity thing.
So, Miss Nagato, when you travel through time, you can do it perfectly?
Perfection does not matter, as long as data can travel unobstructed.
Do you want us to sleep in here? Us? Together?
Yes,
Me and Miss Asahina?
yes. Lie down.
Just like that?
Just sleep.
I wouldn't have it any other way, however. I guess we don't have any other choice, do we? Are you okay? What's that? The TPDD?
No, it's not. It's just my radio wave watch. We're back in our time, thank goodness. It's just after 9:30, July the 7th, the day we left.
How did you do it?
I suspended the flow of data inside this time-space. Then I released it at a predetermined point in the time-space continuum.
You mean you actually stopped time?
Huh?
Miss Nagato's saying she stopped time in this room for the past 3 years. And when today came around, she started time up again. That right?
Yes.
I can't believe it.
If that's true, then that means on the night when I came over and you told me you were an alien and stuff, Miss Asahina and I were asleep in this room together the whole time?
Yes.
I was always impressed at how amazing you could be. But I didn't know you were omnipotent.
I am not. This was a special case. Emergency mode. Seldom activated, unless necessary.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Before we go, could you tell me what this says?
I am right here, is what it says.
Hold on a second. Are you telling me that this thing is written in a language used by aliens or something? Nagato didn't answer me.
I'm sorry. It's just that I don't really know too much. I'm just an assistant. No, an intern. Wait, no, I mean I'm kind of like a trainee.
But even so, you get to stay pretty close to Haruhi.
That's because Miss Suzumiya caught me. I never expected something like that to happen. I'm just following the orders given by my superiors. Or what's another term? The people in charge? I just follow orders. That's why sometimes I don't understand the things I'm supposed to do.
I wonder if the grown-up Miss Asahina is one of her superiors. If that's the case, then the adult Miss Asahina knows how things will turn out for us. But for some reason, she didn't tell this Miss Asahina anything about it. Oh well, I guess people from the future have their own way of doing things. Maybe when stuff starts falling into place, someone will explain everything to her. Of course, the next day was July the 8th, and even though I knew it was the next day, in reality, it had been 3 years and 1 day since I'd been back to school. What's wrong? You eat a poisonous mushroom or something?
No, just thinking about some stuff. I remembered something about Tanabata from a while ago.
Really? Hey, Nagato. Miss Asahina is really from the future, right?
Yes.
Yeah, well, something about the process of time travel and how the past and future are linked seems a little off to me.
What do you mean?
Miss Asahina told me once that there's no connection between the past and the future. So I go back 3 years, bump into Haruhi, and tell her some stuff that I didn't think was important. But there's a chance that what I told her is the reason she decided on coming to North High, and why she began looking for people who weren't normal. So there has to be a link between the past and the future, right? Even though it contradicts what Miss Asahina said.
A theory that is contradictory in itself cannot begin to explain the contradictions inherent within it.
If that was supposed to be an explanation, I didn't understand a word of it.
One day you will.
This is what she means. Using our game as an example, notice that my king is in check by your rook. This is terrible. Oh, I think I'll run away. See that? Can you tell me what was contradictory about what I just did? Of course, as far as our little group is concerned, the king isn't so important. To everyone here, the only thing that really matters is the queen.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know what's gonna happen to us next, but whatever it is, I want it to be something that doesn't require as much thinking.
I'd love it if things stayed nice and quiet, but you would prefer it if something happened?
Jerk.